Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Man From Osirion, Mummy's Mask. We are shooting episode 14, and I have a teaser announcement because it's not 100% confirmed, but it's confirmed enough that I want to talk about it, that I want to say, let's go back to episode 2, where Superfan turned Audition, I think it's 2018 winner, played a Drow Paladin in this very podcast, and Ashley Parasquello hopefully will be resuming that role very soon. I have it on good authority that her shift job changed and she'll be available Friday night. She's got a brand new computer and all systems are go, and we're going to have her back into the fold, which means, well, tonight I'm taking advantage of something. Normally we wouldn't be playing Mummy's Mask tonight, especially not with old man Arif, Frank Hamilton, your cleric. What are you guys going to do with no cleric? Matt?
Die.
Much faith.
Is there any healing among you? Is there any healing amongst you in these trying times? That's
a good question.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Going around the room, starting with another cameo. Mr. Corey Chazon is playing Zekmet, the Osgarundi human magus.
That would be correct.
That would be correct. But you know what? Your mic isn't drawing your camera. That's weird.
Good question. Let's see.
Next, we have also sitting in as a possibly permanent member, possibly just another placeholder in case he dies because we don't have a cleric, Mr. resuming Joe Gibson's role, Mr. Wellaf, the war priest of Sekhmet, is going to be playing Joe Gibson tonight. Or maybe the other way around.
Maybe the other way around.
Digging into the Starfinder aspect, the Iron God aspect, we have Vex Vandal, the Suli Rogue, played by Matt Witt this evening.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, that works. That drew that camera. And last but not least, the possible future GM for this podcast. What? Well, you know, I'm like running 6 shows, and there's somebody that's very enthusiastic about building a 3-dimensional virtual tabletop simulator via Steam map for this very game. And if he can pull it off, I gotta say, like, I haven't read or played the entire Mummy's Mask series. I haven't even read all the books, which makes me eligible for possible player. But without further ado, playing our wayward android, R3N, Mr. and possible your future GM, possibly, we'll see, Mr. Ryan Messina's in the house.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here tonight. And Jeff, you do know that means you'll get less mic time, though, right?
Yep. Looking forward to it.
We're in the clear.
Can't wait to wait my turn. It was so much fun when we were playing Ryan's Goblin Attack on Virtual Simulator, that one shot we were doing the other night. We had to wait and wait some more. But anyway, so 2 special announcements: the possibility of Ashley coming back, the possibility of Ryan taking the big chair, and the possibility of death tonight. So I'm very excited to get on with the show. We are streaming live via Twitch at www.twitch.tv/GMscut, GM's Cut. We will be uploading this later, the video aspect, to our YouTube channel. Check us out at Mongers Podcast Network on YouTube, or just give us a listen in the car, walking your dog, in the shower, with a radio, or, not that you want to take all four of us into the shower with you. But we're also available anywhere and everywhere you can find your podcast. So I'm talking Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, Podcatcher, Audible Library. Like, we're everywhere. SoundCloud. You can find the Man From Osirion Mummy's Mask. You can find the Rollmongers All Show feed, and every show we put up just stacks. You can find Dice Before Dishonor. The All Cavalier Party is wrapping up its first season. Finally, there's so much we got going on. Our Star Wars podcast, we shot first, playing the Saga Edition, one of the greatest campaigns ever known, 3 months after Order 66. We shot first is playing the Dawn of Defiance campaign. We're everywhere. And now you found us. So thank you for listening and watching. So, when last we left our heroes, I believe you gentlemen had gone back to the great mausoleum, the Temple of Pharasma, as it is known, and bidding you excusing himself because he's actually, a priest of Pharasma, and is a visiting priest from the neighboring country of Katapesh, and has some hoops and some red tape and whatnot. Old Man Arif leaves you guys to your own devices, but sets you up and gives you the official nod for you guys.
Probably had to take time to catalog all the stuff we brought back.
Oh, he does say, he does say that, I guess he goes along, like handing in your homework, right? The teacher, just come on, give it up, give it up, give it up. You guys all like pull up your etchings, whatever you made, right? That would be funny, right? There's like, Wellaf, has like this epic hieroglyph, but he's like filled in, Sekhmet being, the main god in like every hieroglyph that he's charcoal sketched. You've got Sekhmet's sketching that he hands in, and it's just, on par. And he's added a spell to make it glow, for extra points with the teacher. You have R3Ns, and it's like the computer dot line, the guys that draw just like a printer. just straight across. And then there's R3N, who claimed the nanites, ate his homework or his sketching, and there you go. You get detention, and the rest of you guys are left alone here in the temple. What do you guys want to do? Does anyone need any healing? Are we buying healing? Are we trying to sell items we found? I mean,
I'm good. I thought we did the big sell-off last round, didn't we? And we bought all the cart and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, but then you went and did a couple more rooms, or did you just you just did like 2 rooms and went up? Oh, okay.
No, we did 1 room, and we all got nearly slaughtered by those weird rending creatures. Remember
the not so spiders?
Like, ha! Rip you in half.
Yeah, good times.
I heard about that.
Yeah, suspiciously, Ryan set that one out. Wait a minute. Maybe he knows more about this adventure than he's letting on. But no, going around the room, guys, is there anything you guys want to commission to do or purchase? Potions of healing? Because, before you leave, I'm not saying right now, but before you leave, a messenger will come with a note from Arif apologizing that he's been held up. And if you guys want to go back in on your own, feel free. I mean, you have 4 members in your party. Suck it up, you big wusses. Get in there, do what you got to do. That'll return.
What's the party coffer looking like?
That's a good question.
No, I don't think we had even searched this room. I think we literally finished up with the combat. And
I'm looking at 56 gold, 42 silver. And a chest that I don't think you guys have opened yet. Oh, there's a chest you haven't sold because it's inlaid and fancy, and a fancy clay urn that you guys are lugging around.
We were gonna bring it down to that shop.
A deal.
Yeah, a deal.
A deal. 40%. Okay, you talked me into it. 35%, but because I like you. What? Just that kind of thing. Now, standard Pathfinder rules is like a 50% on the dollar if you find something that's worth 100 gold, you can sell it in the open market for 50% of that, and then there's, haggle up and down or whatever. They do get into some very interesting actual live market happenings as the economy boosts or fails in the upcoming adventures. Those prices change, how much you can get for what, and it's kind of neat. Anyway, excuse me. It also talks about how much gold you guys, I'm looking at the party sheet here on Fantasy Grounds. Shout out to our sponsor that gave us a whole bunch of first edition books, for including the core book for us to use. It's sort of a reverse, like in second edition with our Age of Ashes campaign, we bought Studio, we bought some of the stuff, and we got our hands on the core book, and they sent us the adventure. In this, they were kind enough to send us a bunch of core books, and I had bought the adventure already. So shout out to our wonderful people at Fantasy Grounds, our current sponsor, and as well, of course, Devon Knight from Devon Knight Minis. Check out the links below, because for the heroes at least, not all monsters, though I do try to dig up as many monsters as I can instead of using a POG. If you see a really cool 3-dimensional top-down mini, that is a Devon Knight mini, and you can purchase them for Fantasy Grounds and Roll20.net. So, I'm just trying to find my Wati map, because you guys are back out in the open, as it were. Right? Let's all go to the... There we go. Oh, you know what? That is not the map I want you to have.
I'd like to go to number 20.
Stop it.
I want to go there real bad.
Stop it.
I'm going there now.
My bad. Okay.
Can't stop me.
A little rusty. No,
I'm there.
There is no 20.
Yep.
Okay, R3 and abandons you guys. Never to be seen from again as he goes it alone in the dungeon. Maybe this is a good idea.
I know in this game 20s mean things, so...
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He gets it.
Okay. Yeah.
He's learning.
It's been a long...
I love how the
week.
numbered and legended map is in one orientation, and then the map that you show the players is another one, just in case they catch a glimpse. It's like, oh, I can't figure out what that is.
Yeah, like one's vertical, and yeah, I know it's kind of messed up.
Right. So, did we search that room that we left off in?
Yes, because you guys, there wasn't a lot here, and there wasn't a lot going on in here besides those bugs. Let me just double check. So, yeah, there's you guys looked around, and it's there's the interesting altar, and then there's the heads on the walls, the torch sconces, and the inner pillars. It's a very interesting room itself, but we didn't exactly find a lot in the way of treasure. Not much treasure there, I'm afraid. Oh, I've lost a map. How do I bring that one back? That's fine. So, gentlemen,
What are we at? What do we see?
you are in the mausoleum, the Temple of Pharasma, for healing, and you can sell stuff right here, or as Matt was saying, you can go down to the market because you guys wanted to cash in. You've got that chest you wanted to sell, you got an urn you wanted to sell, and then you were asking about party money, which can go up if you sell those items. So you tell me.
We are all there together?
Yes, well, Vex personally feels that we perhaps should explore some more before we cash in our earnings. We just recently spent good times in the market. Aside from maybe this urn and this chest, I don't see any reason why we should really do much shopping around until we are able to purchase things that are truly going to be of benefit to the party.
Sure.
But because Arif is gone, perhaps a little less stick in the mud, little more drinky. Before we go back, I don't know. It seems like a good thing. We can.
You need to hydrate.
In a manner of speaking.
Here, Rex. I hand him a flask.
I uncork it.
Unfortunately, it's full of water.
I take a sip.
Yeah, it's his own urine.
Why are you trying to poison me? What is this?
I assure you, this is not poisoned water.
50% water, 50% R3N recycled. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever see Waterworld with? It's just, once in a while, the codpiece rattles and steams, and then like the flask.
Kevin Costner pee.
Yeah, it's Kevin. Yeah, that's right. It's the distilled R3N distilled water. There you go.
I'll be on brand.
There you go. There you go. So what about our newcomers? What about our Magus, and how's Mr. Worshipper Sekhmet feeling here in a modern god temple?
Well, seems like it's a lonely place. There's not a lot of people around here.
Everyone's wearing black. It is kind of depressing. Sekhmet, I gotta say, I mean, in the temple of Nethys in Sothis, the capital upriver, there's life there. Everyone's studying magic, and it's where you apprentice and all this stuff. And it's like, this place here is it's grand. It is, but it's sort of solemn and depressing.
It's very quiet here.
And sorry, original question to Welaf, our war priest of Sekhmet, goddess of vengeance and war.
Yep,
I got it right. Thank you. Okay.
Good job.
I heard him. I heard him go like I was gonna screw it up. It's like, I got this, Joe. I got book 2 right here, and it happens to have all the old deities in it. Oh, here we go. Well, let's have a look here. This is for Sekhmet. That's who we're studying today. Oh, here's a lovely picture of Sekhmet in all of her dripping blood glory. Isn't she pretty? Isn't that nice? You see that? Yep. Yeah, that's
It seems that red truly is her color. So, shall we drink? Let's blow this pub stand. This place is boring. I know much better place.
sounds fun.
Very well.
Very well, lead on.
And I'll take them down to the place we were staying in what was the name of that slummy area?
The Asp district.
Yeah, right.
That's the worker section. It's not the slum section.
No, the Asp section is like the poorest part of town.
No, there's a poorer place.
As far as he knows.
Okay. He's from here. He would know.
I wouldn't say I'm from here. I spent many of my years here, but my memories in this town are not very fond.
He's from Katapesh, like Arif.
Ooh.
Now, he came over here very young, but...
The slummy bar, then.
But first, let us pursue some coin so we can drink freely. And I'll lead us down to that shop. I have to visit a friend. You may recall him, Adil?
Yes.
You talking about the tavern you guys were hanging out at, the Whispering Stone?
That's it, yeah. But before we go there, we're going to go see Adil.
All right. So, you get down there, and Adil is engaged with a foreign customer. He is human, about 5'9", 5'10" tops, wearing all tan, sand, and coffee-colored clothing, all foreign attire, pants that stick out like riding pants. There are utility pockets. He has a vest, a very strange hat to keep the sun off, and he's somewhat elderly or advanced in years, not as old as Arif.
Does he have a bushy mustache, and does he say tut tut tally-ho?
Bushy mustache, yes, of the handlebar persuasion. And he has an monocle tucked into one eye. And Adil is asking him to lower his voice and looking around suspiciously, like what this guy is asking for is, not something you ask for in broad daylight.
Oh man, sense motive.
Okay.
11.
No, both gentlemen seem on, the guy seems righteous. He's standing there and it's just like he's plainly asking to purchase something. And Adil's all like, okay, sir, no, it's not that I could possibly acquire smoke powder or black powder, but it's not something that, not something that's entirely, easily acquired here. And perhaps if you come back just as when I'm about to close my shop, there's someone I could possibly introduce you to, And the guy's like, it's preposterous. This type of, commerce are you trying to run here? Back in Sothis, it was easy enough to acquire. You don't understand, my good man. I am a trophy hunter. You understand? And Betsy here needs her fill. You understand? And he's like, well, without smoke powder, he says, I really can't sort of get the job done. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I understand, sir. I understand, but the substance. Please lower your voice. The substance that you require is very valuable, very rare, and attracts too much attention to Anyway,
is it illegal?
I'm not saying it's illegal, but it's something like if the marketplace knew he had it, he would be robbed. Like it's that valuable. He would be. Like if he didn't sell it by the end of the day, someone would mug him and beat him. And you know what I mean? Like it's dangerous stuff to have because it's like carrying something too valuable. You know what I mean? You're just asking to get robbed. It's like having a big box of white iPod earbuds, and you're just walking down the street to Toronto, you're going to get mugged. They're going to take it. It's just too valuable and they don't care about, your Bose headset. Someone's just going to right off you. So he's not claiming, but he doesn't want to lose the customer. So he's not claiming he can't get it. But he's definitely saying, no, I don't have smoke powder here. Don't be able to, well, do you have it or not? So I could get you some. He says, sir, please do come back later. Anyway, this is the scene you're encroaching upon. What do you guys want to do?
I'll peruse the wares of the store until he's free of his shopkeeperly duties with...
Okay. Oh, no, using
Sergeant Walrus? I don't know what to call the guy. But...
That's not bad, actually. Yeah, we'll get into that. He has pale, sunburnt skin. He's from across the inner sea. Obviously, he's a foreigner. He's middle-aged and has, like the wisp of hair sticking out of the strange hat and the big handlebar mustache. And his common and accent are so thick. Though he does speak Osirion, and he is addressing Adil in modern Osirion, his accent is so thick it's, you're barely getting half the message. Anyway, Adil uses you as an excuse to, oh, sir, just, please, wait, end of the day type of thing, or I'll be right back to have a look at something else, and then comes down to, my friend, so you've returned. And who's this? You bring, nodding and winking at R3N that he recognizes, and new friends, please come, gentlemen, don't be shy, step right up, Adil has just about everything, he says, looking at the handlebar guy, just about everything under the sun that you could purchase for all your adventuring needs, lottery winners, congratulations again, come forward,
So, well, Adil, my friend, let me introduce you to my new companions. We have Welef and Zemaket. They've proven themselves to be quite worthy while exploring the catacombs.
Gentlemen. Adil, I am having a special today. If you buy in bulk, I will give you, the special discount. So it's like if everyone buys something, or if you guys buy bulk, like rope in bulk or something like that, you know what I mean? Like beyond it, like the 150-foot coil. You know what I mean? He'll knock.
But today, my friend, our previous agreement is what has brought me back. I promised you I would show you you would get first selection of the goods that we were able to acquire in the catacomb.
He says,
please come outside. It's in the carts. Some of it is too large to carry inside. If you have a second.
Oh yeah, no. Hang on. Aziz! he's calling, anyway, some strapping young boy, big enough to be tough and not just like a pushover like he's 9, but, a guy that's barely seen 18 summers, comes out from a back curtain. Aziz, watch the shop. I have to do something. So anyway, he gets you in your cart to come around side, like not right here in the open, you know what I mean? Just kind of around the corner. What have you got?
Of course.
Yeah, what do you got?
We come around the corner and I'll open up the cart and reveal we've got this. Oh, look at this chest, the inlays. It has been buried for what my scholarly friend estimated to be 1,000 years. I'm just making this up.
Yeah, no, it's first we're sensing motive on you, and then we're praising, right?
I'll even throw some diplomacy out there of 20.
Oh, yes, no, okay. So, convincing him easily that this is not stolen, that you did get it from the temple with your diplomacy. He seems interested and begins negotiations and basically starts off by offering you, it's like a lot of items just like this have come out during the first day. And, the market is flooded because you go into a tomb and everyone has their valuables and, chests galore. And he points over his table and he's got all kinds of like clay and basic iron boxes and, a dime a dozen. So I could give you, let's say its value is approximately minus so-and-so, tax to Sarenrae, and but I could give you 35%. But only because, we know each other so well.
Oh, my friend, perhaps you should take a look at the other item we have, and maybe I can offer you the same thing, a bulk discount. Feast your eyes upon this treasure.
He gets all excited.
The ancient times.
He leans in. What is it? A clay urn. You're kidding me. That's what you're talking about.
No, but look at the markings indicative of the transition our people made between the old and the new gods. This is an ancient vase and a piece that, let me tell you, if my cleric friend knew I was here selling it to you, he would have me hide.
Yes, what is the father, Padre, Pharasmite, yes. What is the Pharasmite today,
Well, unfortunately for us, he was called away to his clerical duties today.
He's giving you the, the streetwise wink. That's unfortunate, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, like, I'm feeling you. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, seeing as these items won't be passing through the Pharasmites and coming straight to a deal, he says, I could give you, you drive, it's a good thing I like you, 40%.
Oh, my friend, this is an intriguing offer. He strokes his, stubbly face. How about this? Sounds like a most profitable venture to me.
Okay, now you guys are all just kind of kicking around. If you guys all follow him around the corner to listen in the deal and help with aid and other stuff, feel free. If you want to stay in the store shop, talk to the old guy or talk to young Aziz and look at more of the actual stock that he's got there, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Arthurian is wandering around and touching things.
Like in this booth or just wandering?
And amongst the star, basically looking for odd things because he's still trying to acclimate to the culture and the planet here. And so everything he can look at provides an opportunity to learn. So it is in my best interest to study the artifact of these cultures.
Okay. So you wander around looking at stuff, picking stuff,
when he doesn't know what it is, he'll turn to the first person closest to him and just look at him. What is this?
Okay. Remind me of that. So you're picking, you're touching, you're setting up, you're talking to people. People are, start glomming on that want to sell you it, whether they own it or not. Other people are just looking at you funny, not quite registering the accent, that kind of thing. And you're in the vicinity and doing the big wander. What about the other two gentlemen?
I think I'm going to come around the corner and, get within a few feet and maybe lean up against the wall or lean on something, just sort of casually pay attention to the conversation going on.
Okay. Do you want to get in on it? Do you want to help Vex? Or
I'm not sure yet.
You're just kind of there for security, just keeping an eye?
Yes.
Sure. And Wellef has fallen asleep because shopping's not his thing. Wellef?
Just waiting.
Oh, okay. Are you out front?
Nope. Just waiting for the transaction to be done, and then we can continue on to what we were doing before.
Okay. So just sitting there uninterested. All right. So back to the
40%, my friend.
yeah, that's good.
That is a good offer, but I think I can entice you with something for 10% of the value in gold, and then give us 35% of the value as credit to use for wares you have in hand here. We found ourselves to be needing of some things from time to time in our delving of the crypts.
Oh, go on.
So perhaps you could offer us a credit for your booth, and as we need things as they come, you could provide them to us, of course, at your fair market price.
What sort of things are we talking about? More rope, more tack? You know, like he goes through the list of stuff that he's helped you find before. And then he lists things that he guessed that adventures would need in the tomb. More crowbars, you know, exactly what we're talking about here.
Exactly, my friend. We are not sure exactly what we need, but if I know that I can come to you and you...
You would like me to hold some of my capital. Say I get the shipment of rope and you want me to hold back, say, 100 feet just to make sure that when you show up, it's there for you, you know.
Exactly, my friend. Exactly. You understand me. Truly, you do.
I
think that this would be a more profitable venture for you, and all you have to do is pay us 10% of the value of these items in gold up front and retain a credit for us should we need something.
35. So total of 45%, eh? You know what, kid? I like your style, you know, because the player's handbook says I'm going to give you 50 and you've bargained your way all the way up to 45. It's a pain in the ass to sit on stock. What I could sell today, I have to wait for you to return dead or alive. I'll tell you this. I will agree to your terms so long as one of you survives, or he wants a messenger paid by you that if when the temple learns of everyone's death, if you don't come out, or at least one of you come out, that he's notified. So the deals, you know what I mean? I don't want to be waiting a week on people who never came back.
But of course, should I register you as a sponsor?
At 45%? Sure. No problem. Okay.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You will be seeing very much more of me, and I assume that you still would like to have your first look at what I can get out of the watchful eyes of the cleric.
So I'm giving you 10% of the chest and clay earned today, and I'm sitting on the rest as credit.
Yep.
Okay. So the chest is worth 200, and the clay urn is worth 75. So you're gonna get your like 27.5 right now. Poof.
Yep.
Done. And now we got to make a note.
That is enough gold for
Yep, but no.
foursome to go have a hell of... Where are the rippers in this town?
the belly dancers?
Yes.
Those will be in the slums.
Yes. And I owe
My
you...
friend R3N here, he has not experienced this, I am thinking, and I would like to see his reaction.
200 plus 75. A deal credit. Okay. We could now get you guys to make a note of this as well. In the we're gonna put this. I won't lose it. In our party notes here. Right. Where's our notes? There we go. Okay, so we say a deal credit. And you guys have 35% of 200 GP plus 75
I can do the maths on that.
GP.
Yeah, the math isn't bad. Just times it by the percent. 0.45.
I made it a note, but I don't know how to...
5 times...
Can you add a custom item? And then just change name?
A deal
Credit.
We've got like 98 gold.
Well, I've already given you your 10%.
Yeah, right.
So
that was the actual grand total was 127. And so I just figured 98 is like 30 because you're giving us like 30 gold, right?
Well, basically the total value at 275, if I just take 35% now, that's like you said 9625. So you have 9625 credit in gold piece for a deal. There we go. Make this public. Lock her down. Can you guys see this? Not sure how this works.
I don't know where it is.
It's in the notes.
Notes. A deal credit. Yep, it's there.
Awesome. Okay.
Got it.
And then we can pull it up in notes. We'll just forgive us here. A deal credit. Hey, there it is. Everybody see.
And remove the chest and the urn from party treasure.
Yeah. And that's at the,
And so,
I did, because I cashed it at 10%, so it disappears.
20 gold is probably plenty.
Okay.
For dudes to go and have a good time in town.
All right. So fast forward to the next day. How much are you willing to spend on this good time for wine, women, and song? And rare upon rare experiences, like see how many times the venomous snake can bite Wellaf before he just notices, oh, that's better than alcohol. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. My hands are so big. That kind of thing. How much?
20 gold.
Okay.
Evening on the town.
Okay. Jesus, that's a lot. Yes. Okay. Apparently he had a very good time.
Party.
Okay.
Lap dances for everybody.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, no, I recognize the reference there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Okay. So for that kind of time, I mean, like the belly dancers, the tour, of the town, meet interesting
and
people.
Riding elephants back to the inn.
Oh yeah, the whole bit. Okay. When all is said and done, and you guys black out, it's straight up hangover bit. Okay. You guys wake up. Okay. In one of two places, either prison. Okay. Or you guys wake up in the Morning Sun District. Oh, where's that? Well, let's pan left to see these nice mansions on the hill.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Morning Sun District. One of these wonderful mansions. Okay. Picture a lavish parlor / adjoining bedchamber with diaphanous curtains, with the sea breeze, the river breeze blowing in, and that pale, soft, blinding, because you guys are all hungover, light sprawled around the room. Bed, divans, guys, minstrels, women, a tiger asleep, the whole bit. And you guys wake up with a noble woman, and one of you is in her bed, and her husband's estate guards bust into the room.
Okay, well,
ready to kill everybody. That's how.
We have to know who's in the room.
Yeah, everybody. I'm just saying, like
all of us. We just passed this noble woman. That's nasty.
No.
Nasty.
I'm saying you ingratiated and impressed some noble woman, and she, VIP'd you guys through the night. Introduced you to her friends, her rich ladies, the best belly dance. You know what I mean? You guys impressed a noble that has cash with your cash, and they took you guys on a drug ass drinking belly dancing elephant ride of your lives. And there was wine, women, song, minstrels, the whole bit, like a party of 50 people with you guys in the middle of it, being the life of the party. Thanks to this woman who finds it amusing to
I vote Ren is in bed with her.
It takes a lot to get him drunk.
Oh man, but we'd be like huffing opium, like it would be a ride. We probably got some of that Mamra stuff, like we were having a good time.
Yeah, that's exactly. And
Look, I get like a +4 versus poison.
You guys awake, stretch, look at each other, silently decide never to speak of this again. It was so awesome, kind of thing. You guys are in last night's clothes and armor. You reach over, Ren, you find your sword like sticking out of one of the big bedroom doors, and you like trying to free it.
I wake up speaking Osirion.
There's Wellaf is cuddled up to the tiger. Maybe it reminds of the goddess, but the tiger's into it. It's just sitting there like a big cat, like the house dog, not even trying to bite his head off and that kind of thing. Like Zekmet is like levitating a foot off the ceiling asleep. I don't know how that arcane asshole's doing that, but that's fucking cool. The whole bit. Okay, and as Rin is like trying to wiggle his sword out, he opens it. You look down the hall and you see like a contingent of house guards with spears. There they are, and they come running at you. What do you guys do?
Greetings and salutations.
yeah. Everyone snaps awake, right? Let's just to move this on.
Wait,
you guys all bail. Okay.
What's the sense motive check on this here?
They kill or capture you. It looks their intent. Probably.
No, I'm real good at these. Watch. -4. Oh.
19.
No. That's 15. I forgot to press a button.
Yeah.
So.
Comes blatantly obvious that you kicking the door shut, pulling your sword, and then all of a sudden, like these big spears through the crack.
Greetings. Farewells.
Yep.
Close the door.
Yep.
I grab whatever I need to bar the door.
Zekmet is still unconscious. You could just grab him off the ceiling and lay him here. He's doing the planking thing. It's the corded muscles are just
All right.
He wakes up and says, Zekmet, you're having a great dream.
Apparently I was. What's going on here?
Someone is usually, the giant bar that goes into a door with the two brackets, right? Someone's like laid you in there like you're planking sideways, and you just wake up and it's Rin just laying you in there. That's your current situation. A wonderful time of last night comes flooding your mind, and then all of a sudden, like right above your left bicep, a spear pierces through the door, and you hear a bunch of angry guards on the other side rattling you.
Wanted to jump to my feet,
Mm-hmm.
look around what's going on, and go,
one exit.
Hey!
A bed, a bunch of people passed out. One exits the window, and the way you came in, which is, a horde of guards on the other side. Wellaf just like, he's the tiger whisperer. Him and the tiger gone out the window. Safety. Wellaf, you're good. He's done. He's gone, right? Anyway.
What floor are we on?
Second floor.
Oh, I don't really want to go out the window.
You just climb down.
Okay, I'm going to follow him out the window and climb down. That's a good idea.
Yeah, just guys, get the heck out of Dodge. Anyway, leaving Vex Vandal and R3N in the room. Vex.
Vex.
Not again, baby.
Vex.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Vex.
Stop it.
Vex.
Oh my God, you have
Vex.
stamina of a
Vex.
lioness.
Vex.
What?
Vex.
Oh, R3N.
Vex.
Oh, sorry.
Greetings.
What seems to be the trouble?
We must leave.
A couple of young ladies in waiting, waking up either side of Vandal, yawning and wiping their eyes, Anyway, you look around, you hear bang, bang, bang. The door is...
There are hostiles outside the door.
Oh, right.
I look around, look at the window.
This way.
Very well.
Book it for the window.
Okay. The banging had woken a few other partiers, like people that, aren't supposed to be there. Half of them go for the window. And as Zekmet was getting off the braces, there's like three dudes are like pulling a couch with very guilty look, like if we're caught, we're dead men. They just pull a couch, a divan in front of the door and they're holding it. Thanks, guys. And you guys like all out the window. So, staggering, bleary-eyed, half remembering a wonderful and yet horrible time, you guys head back to the temple looking for Arif and some aspirin, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. All you find of Arif is a message to, continue on, a whole stack of paper and charcoal, please record everything. Unfortunately, he's going to be, 24 hours, something like that, before he can rejoin you.
Typical.
Mm-hmm.
Right then. Gentlemen, shall we continue our delve?
Very well.
Yes. best place to hide. Get out of Morning Sun District.
now.
Yeah, get into the necropolis, right? So now you guys had set up a pretty, like a pretty fantastical rig.
Got the block and tackles, the elevator, so we can get the chariot and everything out.
Yeah. So let's, to save some time here, let's literally fast forward to a point where you guys find yourselves back in the mirror room. Okay. R3N, the guys warn you that Arif warned that the mirror has some sort of magic or curse upon it. Don't look into it. Maybe you guys threw a tarp over it or something.
Oh, yes, of course.
Right?
We would do that. Maybe that was one of the first things we took from credits.
So,
Would I have a mini?
Yep, I'm just pulling you up here now.
Thank you, sir.
Putting you in the battle bar. And then
Doodle-doo-doodle-doodle-doo.
there he is.
Ah.
Okay. So let's zoom in here, get you guys going. So assuming all is well, and it is time to check the next door. Yes, no? Okay,
Let's do it.
R3M
Yes, I will.
looks
I
at
will.
Vex.
I will search it for traps, but this time, I will use my masterwork tools to do so,
Okay.
which will give me a bonus. I
Now,
have not been taking advantage of.
there is that proverbial hour or two of study for Zekmet, prayers for Welaf, sun worshipping for Rin. Like you guys are, by the time you get to the temple and wait for Arif.
These guys are so boring. Oh my god!
You want them to have their powers. I'll just say that, if you guys want to reset your spells and everything, you're at, full
I don't
power.
have those yet.
Just saying. You're rememorize and...
Yeah, I'm just kind of like a fighter dude
Mm-hmm.
from space.
Fighter dude from space?
Now,
Yeah, man.
everybody pretty much has sort of a reset to their original, right? Except for Zekmet, the arcane caster, has, I believe you have, where's your notebook here? I don't see your spells. Oh, here we go. Right.
Looking.
Did you want to change up? Or are you happy with your acid splash, your infused weapon, and your shield?
No, I think we'll just stay with what we've got. That will be good.
Yeah. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Like this worked pretty well for you last time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen, Vex, you're on the door.
Right, I shall take a good look at it and see if I can detect any trappings. 22. Searching for the traps with perception.
Okay. You can take 20 because you're not threatened.
Then 24.
Okay. Or like I said, or I could roll and go, you don't seem to find a trap, right? So anyway, you don't seem to find a trap.
Excellent. And I push the doors open.
Everybody come on down.
And immediately hide.
What?
No, I don't really, though. I push it open, and I look into the next room without stepping into it.
What do you guys have for light?
Ooh, this is a good question.
Oh, hold on.
Because I know you have dark vision, Mr. Sully, but the rest of us are like human and such, right?
It's not dark, it's low light.
Oh, okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dark
Sure.
and low light.
Well, I would say that I will light some of the sconces that are in this area. You know what I mean?
yeah, in the mirror room. But what you're looking at here now, a flight of steps gradually descends to the west down this passage. Halfway down the stairs, small holes and burrow tunnels riddle what seems to be the remains of the passage's southern wall on your left. Earth and sand have spilled over the collapsed masonry, covering the stairs with dirt and rubble. Stone doors engraved with a golden scarab split in two. Its wings open beneath the golden sun, stand at either end of the stairs. One of the eastern doors is slightly ajar.
The eastern doors?
That would actually be the ones that you guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be, because one of the first things we did when we got into that room was close the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly ajar. Well, if this delving has taught me anything, gentlemen, ready your weapons.
Sword and shield. Kopesh out.
I fear the stairway. It's I don't understand it.
I draw my rapier.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Can any of you guys cast light?
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Yes,
Kopesh is an
sorry.
exotic weapon. I use my longsword.
Okay.
+1 is not worth a -4.
I can, but it only lasts for 10 minutes. So
It's a
I'll light a
cantrip, though, right?
torch. Yeah, I'll light a torch.
Okay.
Drop a torch.
So who's the tankiest one amongst us?
I'm assuming me. I was really good when I had a tower shield, though. But now,
I like that. Who's the tankiest?
So,
After you, my friend.
Considering you defaced a 1,200-year-old, revered spire, I don't think you're getting that shield back. That's the least, could do for getting, you're not getting that shield back.
All right.
so I lead into the room.
Okay.
And I have a torch.
All right. Can I have perception checks all around, gentlemen?
No.
Oh, please. It's been such a long time.
15.
17.
Sorry, again?
15.
17.
Okay.
25.
Ooh. Zekmet? Call it out.
He's muted.
Ah. Come back to
Louder
us.
then.
Come back to us, Corey.
I got a 6.
There he is. Yay. You don't sound like you're on your proper mic there. You just sound like an echo chamber there.
No, I'm same one.
Okay.
Same everything.
Sounds fine to me.
All right.
It's just got different ears, guys.
It's so 4 years of editing. I'm telling you, something's amiss. He's got no bass and the voice sounds muddied, but we can hear him, and his mighty 6 will serve him not today.
Couldn't even serve anybody else.
Yes.
Just walks into the wall.
So you guys back here in the room, or are you at least at the doorway there, Vex Vandal and such?
At the doorway, yes.
Okay. Like, hello.
Yep.
Everyone's.
Can you remove the stable condition?
He's pretty stable.
Yeah, he's unstable.
No. At no point will you get hit with difficult training. He's like, no. Look, I'm stable.
It's just the heart monitor starts beeping randomly. Damn it, man, he's not stable. Beep, 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 beep. Done and done. All right. As you guys come down the stairs, dirt, sand all around. All is quiet, perhaps a little too quiet.
It is like this is a place for the dead.
Mm.
But we're here, so now it's not.
Mm-hmm. You guys see the little cracks in the wall to the south, how it's opened up, caved in, burrowed out, and little tiny, I wouldn't say they're impassable, but they'd be a pain in the butt for you guys to wiggle through. Little tunnels heading off, that kind of thing. and the stairway going down to the door. You guys do notice that on the doors on the inside, turning around, you see the same golden scarab motif in stone. That kind of thing. What do we do?
Proceed.
Give me a moment, gentlemen, and
Go.
I'll climb up into that little
Okay.
alcove and take some of the stones and pack those entrances,
Okay.
the tunnels. Like I'll
So-
grab a
so-
bunch of the rubble and
Vendel starts. Okay. So as soon as you guys head towards the door, the proverbial step, and Vendel, goes off runner.
Playing the sandbox.
Yep. I'm initiating a surprise attack. My amazing ability to blend into sand is remarkable. All but one are completely surrounded. Surprised. Wellaf. Everyone roll for initiative. Wellaf. As the gentlemen step forward, you see the sand beneath their feet stir. And it doesn't stir in a way like there's a wind. It stirs like somebody is whipping it up like pudding from underneath.
ambush predator.
Yeah.
Yes, so
Dangers afoot.
you and it can act in this surprise round with a single action, but the rest of you are caught, unfortunately, unawares. So, pull up your character sheets, boys and girls, find your initiative button, give it a slam, and let's...
I got a whole 7.
And there you shall stay.
Well, I got double that. I got 14.
Ooh.
I'm having trouble finding my initiative, guys.
On
First
main
page,
button?
so main, and you'll see it if you follow strength along to the next little
Oh, there it is.
category area.
Yep, there you go.
Beautiful.
And ta-da-da. Oh, look at him go.
Oh, yeah,
It's
21.
21. And well off, what'd you get?
Okay, natural 20 for 21.
All right.
Nice.
So starting with Zekmet, who is unaware, he steps forward, is on his way, and the stuff starts stirring. And, R3N also step forward. So you guys are in current positions. Stepping on this thing sets it off, and Vendel has already moved. He hasn't picked up any stones yet, but he's moved over to that wall. And it's at this point, those two are in motion, but they are currently where they are standing. Wellef, what do you want to do?
One standard action?
Yep, a move, a standard, a swift. Pathfinder surprise round. Let's start some battle music. Yeah, battle music. You know you're in trouble when.
Right.
I am
I guess
missing the map of where we are.
Oh, okay.
If you go to your character sheet and double click your token, it should open the map and on you
Mhm.
centered.
I will move.
Perfect. Thank you.
I presume this is where he is? Or is it the creature?
The creature is 10 feet. Like an entire 10 by 10 square, and those two have stepped onto the edge of it.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. So, these guys were... Oops. Move him. Wellaf here, right? Oh, I've got... Oh, it was you! Sorry, I had you and Zekmet mixed up. You were moving towards the door. So, you and Rin step on this thing, it starts to stir. What do you want to do? You could immediately attack it if you have a weapon ready.
so-
Or,
okay,
yeah, you're
sorry, I
standing
thought-
on it. It's the floor. It begins to move, right?
Okay. Then I will attack it.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
You're attacking the darkness.
I'm attacking. I don't know what I'm attacking.
No, the floor.
The floor, huh? Oh no, the floor's moving, huh?
Yeah.
Step extra hard.
If you look carefully, you see the see the figure, emerging. Rawr.
Hard time.
Clicking on things.
Oh, yeah, clicking on my strike. It won't let me.
That's a cool graphic. Is that another Devon Knight
Mm-hmm.
mini? God, it is so awesome.
I was provided with a big S pog, which I quickly deleted, and Now, this isn't probably the right creature, but it's close enough for, our purposes.
Oh, I should have targeted it first. 16.
16.
A 1/6.
And you have natural weaponry. You're just like, wow, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm flat-footed, technically, until I act. So even though it's about to move and ambush you, my initiative comes later. So as far as I know, I'm going off a flat-footed dex, yeah? So before it gets a chance to completely get in there, you do manage to hit its flat-footed AC.
Yay.
So let me just reignite, help you out here with the target.
Okay. Thanks.
And now your damage.
Oh, yeah. 3.
Okay.
Ooh, it's wounded.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
You give the floor a smack, and the sand. It does feel like sand. It's rippling, but like I said, it sort of has a supernatural texture to it. And you give it. So he stomps the floor. Does the big whoosh, right?
And the floor's like, ouch!
Yeah. No, for no reason. Well, actually, no. Didn't you call out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go on the floor.
Look out!
Yeah. R3N's like, what? What's going on? And then it goes. And basically, you hit me, I'm going to hit you. Because obviously, I don't like you and you hurt me. So this thing has a bite attack. And, is 10 foot. As this thing rises up, and it's a mafork, you know what I mean? It can kind of turn into something creature, but right now, big sandy jaws attack you with a 17 and hit. Yes. All right. And
only first level.
Yeah. You take 10 points of damage as this thing.
Oh my god!
This thing, a big sandy mouth, just grabs him by the leg, and it's just like, oh, got an artery here. Oh, we're good to go. Yeah, awesome. Vex and everyone else is surprised, and then we begin round 1 in earnest with Sekhmet at the door.
Dying. I'm first level, dude.
Hey, I didn't make the monsters. I didn't make the monsters or put them in here, boys. I just run them.
Normally I do die.
Yeah. What do you want to do there, Sekhmet?
I have. Well,
do I have a
0,
fairly clear shot?
You do now because the guy who was attacking just dropped.
Oh, did I drop you?
Jeff, it's first level, dude.
Oh, you're at 0. Okay, so he fell down. Yeah.
So do I have a clear shot?
Depends what you want to do. Shot isn't
sure.
shooting a spell or something? Or throwing something?
I want to throw a javelin.
Yes, because he's down. If you're going to cross him, he'd be difficult terrain, but not the space he's laying in, but beyond. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Straight ahead, like the red square just beyond your companion is fair game. Straight
Excellent.
shot, so there you go.
Let's throw a javelin.
Okay. I didn't really put you into a square. There you go. Or no, you were in the doorway, weren't you? There you go. Okay.
So
Now, I heard a lot of paranoid weapons ready, so...
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Now, you have spell as well as weapon.
Yes.
So, what other weapons do you have?
Oh, let's see. What else do I have? I got a dagger.
Dagger, a javelin. Okay.
Javelin.
I'll let you have the javelin because it was your go-to weapon before. So you just, you're right along with it, whether you want to stab with it or throw it, it's your go-to. It's bigger than the dagger, and you still have a hand free for spells, so that's fine. I'll give that to you. So, targeting said creature, 15, is that what you...
15?
Okay. It's up and running, and unfortunately, its AC is better than 15. And you stick the ground, but it doesn't seem to pin it, or, you just seem to hit regular dirt. This thing's swirling around. Anyway, that's a standard action to throw. You still have movement left if you want to move up or move back, or have a swift action to engage. What do you want to do? Close the door, run, join a new party. There's all kinds of options.
No, I think we'll stick with the guys we got.
All right.
Let's move here.
Okay. Dun-dun-dun-dun. So coming in and then shifting in, sliding in behind R3N?
Yes.
Okay. Wellaf is at 0. Now, you don't have to stabilize at 0. You only have to stabilize if you're negatives, right? I don't think
I
you...
believe he's just classed as unconscious.
Yeah, like you took the exact, you know what I mean? You haven't got into the negatives, so I don't think you bleed out. But in case I'm wrong, can I have a con check from you, sir? And I believe you get to add your con bonus. Because it's not a flat check, you actually get to add your con bonus. From Mr. Wellaf. 13. Yeah, you're fine. Like the DC is like 10 minus the... So, whether necessary or not, at least for if we mess this up for the rules lawyers, you're good. You're not going to bleed out. R3 end.
Sword chop.
All right. Get your target here. Oh, you're already good to go. Yeah, you're good to go. Oh, sorry. Hang on 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, no. I don't want to target myself.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yep, no.
There you go. Sorry.
All right, very good.
Have at you, sir.
Greetings.
It turns to look at you. What?
I get there.
18. Yeah.
18.
Hit. That's
Nice.
a good hit, Chamberlain.
That's a very nice.
Yes. Huzzah. He's doing it.
You have wounded my ally, and such I shall wound you.
All right. What do you got?
Big damage.
Mm.
Oh, big damage.
3 points out of 8. It partially resists your edge weapon.
Oh.
Not as effective as our wounded bludgeoner. What else you want to do? How about get off? Get off of me!
Kick it in the shin.
I can't do diagonals, right?
Sure you can.
Because am I currently engulfed by it?
Normally I wouldn't let you occupy its square, but because it's literally like sort of swirling up from the ground and it wants to surprise you in this way, I figured I'd give us one round of like, oh wow, you know, and as it rose up, it would shirk you guys off. So if you if you want to take a step back,
no, I don't want to kind of leave my companion who's just laying there on the ground.
okay. Well, you could step. You could step south. You know.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't want to leave my ally laying here by himself.
All right. Well, you don't have to move.
Yeah.
You want to draw your shield?
I did.
Okay. What else you want to do? Anything?
That's kind of it.
Okay, that's fine.
Dance a jig.
Yep. So, as if reacting suddenly to your strike, it bites at you, sir, with a 23.
Had I had a tower shield, that would not have hit.
And does 8 plus 4, 12 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh my god. I am not texting Frank going, so you couldn't come Friday and the party's wiped. No, I'm sure you guys will be fine. You'll be fine. You're fine. You'll be fine.
We are not going to die.
There's 2 of you. There's 2 ankles sticking up. You know, grab them and run. We shall see.
Exactly.
Anyway, this thing takes a bite, and I'm going to shift back a bit here. And that's me.
Joe, we're in this together.
Yes.
Yep. Take a free action and grab his hand.
Vex Vandal, round 1, and I've dropped 2 of your companions. Surprise!
Oh my goodness. This is bad. This is very bad.
Yep.
Do I have anything fancy I can throw at it?
He bolts out the door. Adil, I need you.
No. 1d8 plus 1 per level. Well, that makes it a 1d8 plus 1. Can you pour healing potions down unconscious people's throats?
Yes, you can. It's just it's like a 15 DC A check or a 10 DC.
So I will.
However, you are going to suffer attack of opportunity. You're right in front of it. You take a knee and prop this guy up and start. It's like going through your pack, right? This thing's going to whack you or him.
All right. So,
now it could miss, and you could just finish your action. But you know.
now it's not okay. Let's see. First person. hit with like a 20.
Yeah.
Second person hit with a 23. Dropped them both. So I'm not getting in range of this
It's
thing.
been lucky. This thing only has a +5 to hit.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step back.
Yep.
Which, does this thing have reach? Well, I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
You'll find out.
And I'm going to pull a potion, and I'm going to pour it down Ren's throat.
It has not acted as if it had reach. I can tell you that. It seemed happy that you stepped on it. It grabbed up, used a surprise, gets up, and has almost a humanoid figure, but the mouth gets elongated. Remember the mummy, how he used to scream? And,
Yep.
and even though it has a humanoid sandy form, it's fooling you because it can stretch arms and it likes making its neck really long and making its mouth huge and really biting on you guys, that kind of thing. But so far it hasn't seemed to have acted any kind of reach. It's big, but
Sweet. So that's probably all my actions anyways. 5-foot step, pull the potion,
okay.
pour it down Ren's throat. This will give him a D8 plus 1 in hit points. Big money. 6 hit points.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So you're prone, shield's attached, but sword is dropped, and you are laying there. So you must use a move to get up, and you must use a move to retrieve your weapon. But you are shielded, you are armored, and you are prone.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's Vex done?
Yep.
Done, done, done. And
Can't-
don't forget our hero
Can't
points,
see me
boys.
getting any
Yep.
more
Yep.
actions there.
Zekmet.
Let's see.
Got any more javelins? Got a spell?
Let's see. How about can we cast this infuse a weapon on my javelin
Yeah.
and toss the javelin?
The spell action casting, unless there's a magus special ability to like cast and still use a weapon, you might be able to cast on the weapon and stab him, but I don't think you can cast because they're both standard actions.
That would be correct.
Now, I would be remiss in neglecting to tell you that, like, as a caster, right now your AC is like 13. That shield spell will bring up to 17. Like, this thing easily smacked around heavily armored opponents. I don't know if you want to focus on defense at the moment or just go offense from a distance. That is also your current and not a bad strategy.
I think I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to cast this shield spell.
Okay.
Which will give me a +4 to AC.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that.
Okay. And do you want to move? You could literally stand on Wellaf. He'll be difficult terrain, but you could cover him and give
Right
this
there.
thing something to hit, as opposed to like, oh, look at the easy prone guy that just woke up. Smack, that kind of thing. Okay.
Yes.
So cast shield. A quasi-visible shimmering force appears in front of you, and it will stay in front of you, acting as a shield, giving you a +4 to your AC. Now, I don't know if there's a way on your sheet to suddenly enact a shield bonus. So what we'll do is, on your character, I will just put +4 in shield,
Thank you.
and that will, for the auto-targeting and stuff. There you go. And I believe that's you. Any free actions? Any shouting, commentary?
Oh, just going to quickly move, cast my spell,
Okay.
stand and wait.
Okay. Wellaf. I'm telling you, your mic's off, dude. I can hear the room and the rustling better than your voice.
No, it's not my mic.
Not you. I'm talking about Corey. Corey. Corey's got an audio problem. Anyway, Wellaf.
Nothing. I'm unconscious.
Oh yeah, no love, no potion. And now, you once again, there's the plain, the battlefield, the valley, the army encroaches. Do you want to go and join Sekhmet in the embrace the battle that she's laid before you? And yet suddenly these giant sandals come down from the sky and press upon your chest, pinning you from where you are. No, I want to join. Sekhmet's standing on you, mildly semi-unconscious, registering, why can't I stand to cross the valley to join the battle? R3N. You are awake. You are prone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's so many conditions I can just slap on you here right now.
All right. So, just grabbing my sword from I sit up.
Yeah, like you can.
No. So I want to avoid an attack of opportunity because that will just put me in a very bad spot. So I would like to sit up, grab my sword.
Okay.
Is crawling incur attack of opportunity?
Yeah, and I think retrieving your weapon does in front of an opponent.
All right, I eat it. I grab my sword and I stand up.
Okay, may I suggest you stand first? That way you won't have the prone.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because otherwise,
I stand first.
Because otherwise, it's like grab the weapon. You are prone +4 to hit you. Now you provoke a second attack of opportunity. As you stand, you are still prone. So it's not going to help you this time, but it will help you in the future.
Yep.
Okay.
I do that.
Standing up. Okay. Yeah, I hate to tell you, but it's going to definitely...
Swing for the hills?
Yes, sir. And I'm going to give myself a +4 because as you're getting up.
Don't blame it. I am sturdy looking.
You're provoking. +4. With a 13, 22. So as you get up, it smacks you. Right? And deals, tries to bite you and does 10 points of damage. So you're like halfway up
down.
And it digs its teeth into your back. And with 12 hit points at 16, you're at -4 and unconscious again.
Oh, that's beyond unconscious.
This is nasty.
Joe, from your perspective, you see me running through that desert ahead of you. Like,
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool.
And now it's actually my turn because that was just an attack of opportunity. So I'm going to turn on the closest combatant that stands before me, and that is our good Magus. Not well enough. I can't target. With a shield and the padding of Sekhmet beneath him, he's immune because I can't target your butt. Hang on a second.
Can't you pick on somebody else?
You're the closest target.
So? All right, I'll take one for the team. Bring it on.
Natural 20, possible crit. Crit not confirmed. But I did hit you. You take 7 + 4 is 11 points of damage as this thing bites you.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
And there was one.
Well, my friends, this tree has been fun, but unfortunately, there's someplace that I need to be. Toodaloo!
Bye.
Get back here and save our ass.
You're all unconscious. He's out. So Vex, you bail?
Literally, dude goes up to it, gets hit once, drops. Next dude goes up to it, gets hit once, drops. I run up, pour a potion down to the throat of one guy. He gets up, drops.
Okay.
Right then. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. Peace, homies, I'm out.
Run away.
Yep.
And we will end the round at the bottom of 2 and see you next time on the Man from Osirion Mummy's Mask. Say goodnight, Vex.
Goodbye, my friend. And good night, everybody. Y'all are dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't even have to try. Are we supposed to be level 2 at this point? Like,
No.
Well.